What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Orb, this time with episode 4. Again, binged the first 3 episodes last week and I absolutely loved it. The third episode especially was crazy. Very interested to see how we're going to start and how we're going to continue things on today, though. I'm hoping we do get kind of looks back at the I want to say Rafra, but that's definitely not his name. Yeah, I'm hoping we get looks back at him perhaps at some points, but seems like we're going to be starting something not completely new today, but definitely got some new characters at the forefront of it, so should be interesting. Do let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. So that's what they think of gravity. Interesting. Couldn't understand how someone would think that, can't you? This guy's got a lot going on. He's asking the big questions. I do really like. I'm that kind of guy as well, to be honest. Like looking at like deep questions and stuff as well. It's kind of hard to meet people that actually like talking about that kind of stuff. I've always found with my old friend group and stuff, no one really liked kind of talking about theoreticals and such theories and yeah. Oh, I changed it. Rafal, that's the one. What did I say? Rafka or something? You guys have terrible names. This guy looks like he's got a lot going on as well, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, as I said, I do hope we see some maybe flashbacks and stuff. Maybe like free run perhaps. Maybe not quite as much because that show is pretty much based on kind of flashbacks. So I always thought those guys were wearing hats, but have they just got that crappy fucking haircut? Or they're wearing little Jewish hats. That shot is so sick, isn't it? The fact that this world is far more beautiful than heaven. Interesting. If you ask that question to 1,000 people in the real world, I think the majority would say that is not true. But again, as an atheist, that is kind of the only truth for me. Maybe you should have done the same thing. Oof, you know what? I don't really see too much action in this show, but when it gets, oh, it looks pretty fucking phenomenal, actually, doesn't it? Again, let's not expect too much action. I don't know. There wasn't much action at all in those first 3 episodes, but again, that looked fantastic. So, and I don't mind if there's more action, but it's good the fact that it does look good. Even if it didn't, though, this show would still be great. So is this the guy that we just saw? I think so, judging from his eyes. Burn in heaven. Hell. What way to make a living? Struggle to survive. That's a good point. If heaven is such an awesome place, why do people value their life so much, and why do people, even people that want to end their life, again, I've read stories about them actually trying to, and then actually they try to survive if it doesn't go fully. Yeah. Why do we struggle? I'm just playing. Sorry, I do want to rewind because I did miss a bit of text there. I'm just playing Metal Gear Solid 5 for the first time now. I've played a few of the games before, but yeah, it's like why do we live? Just to suffer. I never knew where that line came from. I was like, oh shit, that's the line. It's yeah, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, why do we live? Why do we struggle to survive? That's what I love in Berserk as well. I love Berserk a lot, and Guts' journey, struggling. You know what, I resonate with a few of those points. I think a lot of people do. And that was one hell of a face in reaction to that, isn't it? But yeah, I share a few of the same sentiments there, honestly. It does feel like that sometimes. But again, you struggle on, don't you? Family, perhaps. Alcohol. Is that what? Fuck off. Really? What the hell? I think you more scared him off than anything. That was crazy. What? Who was he to be thanked? This guy really isn't that extreme of what he said earlier. Like I said, I resonate with a few of those points. Sure. And earlier on, this guy keeps doing these fucking scary ass reactions. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like fully in that kind of camp. Again, at certain points in my life, I was more in tune with that line of thought and such for sure. I mean, he's almost spot on here. This could add quite a lot to Raphael's kind of theorizing and such. How ironic is this? Surely this isn't heretical, right? Was that the word for it? Heretical? It kind of sounds a bit funny. Tickle. I imagine there's a scientific explanation for that, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Obviously, again, it's not that Mars is moving; it's that the Earth is rotating. But oh, shit. The fucking plague. I did study that in high school. I don't remember much about it. The Black Death. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Crazy. That you'd wake up and you'd just be hearing that. Bring out your dead. Oh god, I thought something strange was happening there. Thank god. That looked a bit yeah. $2 years. Damn. Amazing this guy's still going about, if you know what I'm saying. Damn, yeah. That's a scary name. Oh, this guy looks nuts. Well, I think we see this guy in the opening. Oh, Hodgson something. I was gonna say that's the same voice actor. Is that the same guy? Jesus. Well, the not talking seem to have failed quite badly here. It's a belief, it's not an understanding thing. Nothing to understand here. The truth. Supposedly. Again, I've been told that this isn't exactly a certain religion in real life, but it definitely feels very much like one certain religion, doesn't it? Well, he's gonna get executed anyway, right? So, I mean, I guess they got to like burn the body and stuff. Again, this guy looks so crazy, but he's actually talking so rationally. There's the title. The evidence is that there's no evidence, right? Surely. Ooh. Okay. And get yourselves killed as well. But will it be worth it for you? That's the yeah. Oh shit. That really touched him there. I had a feeling when he said like considering what's happened to the guy, the oh shit, I've only got a minute left. Yeah, considering what's happened to this guy, I kind of thought that might be the snapping point of saying like this world is so beautiful and such. Like a guy that's had his whole family killed by the plague, has had his 2 years worth of like theorizing about Mars. Yeah, just all that this guy's been through. I thought that either again would be like the snapping point, but it turns out that's the point of because we saw a reaction from him to that. That's the point where he's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think that's maybe his optimistic side, which is again quite funny when you say optimistic of them believing a heretic just because of the situation. But again, it's also kind of crazy how this guy looks so crazy and nuts, like he's a psychopath, but he is literally like the only person talking like logic and so on here. Okay, that was a hell of an episode, that wasn't it? I'm liking these new main characters. Is this going to be a common thing, perhaps, where we maybe focus on? That's a really interesting. You don't really get many structures like that, do you? No, I can't really think of too many at all, to be honest. But yeah, interesting structures of like changing the main cast so often. I like the thought behind that, to be honest with you, and it's again a little bit like Free Run in a sense where I guess the past main character's past is kind of that is still being taken forward, if you know what I'm saying. That's always going to be a big part, and that's always going to be something we look back on and kind of the basis for it. But so yeah, maybe it is a bit more like Free Run than I did mention earlier. What I'm trying to say is perhaps not like Raphael. It wasn't for nothing. These guys and what they might go through won't be for nothing. It'll be for another person to follow on, and I really like that kind of stuff where people kind of work on other people's kind of life works and theories and so on. Like it looks like this person's going to be a main character at some point as well. Like, yeah. Again, Free Run was a very interesting structure in that sense. Again, very fresh, very new, and this show is actually doing something different, but in a similar way, and I really like it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, another fantastic episode today. I was a bit slightly wary, of course, because we came to like Raph out so much and the end to his kind of story, which isn't the end to his story. Like I said, I love the fact that his story can kind of continue on through new characters and them kind of furthering his research and such. But yeah, I was maybe not worried, but I was interested to see how it go. And again, I'm really enjoying the look into these two characters. Again, very similar kind of philosophies that I've had in my life, and I haven't lost my whole family to the plague or anything, if you know what I'm saying. But maybe similar kind of experiences with the thought of kind of life and what's it all for, and heaven and hell, and where you go when you die, and so on. But yeah, another fantastic episode. Let me know what you guys thought of this one down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date there. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 5.